Hello and welcome to Reportage. This is Danish bin Nabi. In today's segment of Reportage, I have a new book by K. Hari Kumar titled Daivas, which is published by Harper and Collins. The book talks about the separate worship of the people in one of the communities in Tamil Nadu. To know about this book, to know about their history and about their religious beliefs, let's listen into Mr. Kumar. Mr. Kumar, for the audience, explain it to the viewers. Who who are these Daivas? Where are they based? What's their religious affinity?
So Daivas are the spirit deities of the people from this particular geographical area called Tulu. From this area, which is most predominantly Tulu speaking. It's a Tulu speaking people who worship these Daivas. So they are spirit deities and they are of various origins, which I've explained in the book. And that's it. And Tulu speaking region falls somewhere in the coastal part of Karnataka, southern Karnataka, and a little bit of northern Kerala.
So it's between southern Karnataka and Kerala. But if you look at
Yeah.
this topography, Portuguese and
Hmm.
French were also there. Didn't they make
Yeah.
any impact on their region?
Yeah, they have. Their impact is well known, and but I mean, see, the thing is, despite of their influence, this culture still thrives.
So the local people, whom they
Hmm.
basically worship, these Devyas or some any other god?
Daiva, it's
Deva,
Daiva,
Daiva. Okay,
Daiva,
so
Daiva.
they worship these Daivas or some other god.
Hmm. So they worship the Daivas, they worship the Nagas, which are the serpent deities, and they also worship the Puranic gods like Shiva, Vishnu, and all those, and Durga. So they're all different types of what to say religious figures.
Okay, so there was
Hmm.
also one of the movies on these Devyas on the Netflix. I hope you have you watched that movie.
Hmm. Kantara, no?
I'm forgetting its name. Can you kindly remind me?
Kantara, is that the
Can
one you're
yeah. I'm talking of the
hmm.
same. So
Hmm.
explain it for the viewers. Who basically these Devas are?
So like I said, Daivas are the spirit deities. They are the deities of the land. They are the protective spirits. So
Okay.
in Kantara, what they have shown a deity called Panjurli, and Panjurli is somebody who protects dharma and everything. And they have also shown another deity called Guliga. Guliga is somebody who is very fierce and again is a protector of dharma. So these are the two deities which Kantara has shown, and like I said, these deities they have been venerated for a very long time, and there are a lot of what to say. There's a lot of faith in these deities for the people. Yeah,
They are still being worshipped.
they are definitely being worshipped. Yeah, yeah.
So what are your expectations from the book? What was the need of writing a book on it?
So see the need. If you ask me, there is no need. I mean, the thing is, it's a personal journey because I come from that region, but unfortunately, my ancestors they left the region and they migrated to other parts of the country. Even I was brought up in Delhi, and because of this migration, there was a disconnect. And for me, Daiva is about going back to my roots, understanding my culture. And in the process, I also discover this beautiful form of worship called Daiva Aradhane. And another important thing is that there are a lot of people like me, who have been totally disconnected. Not disconnected, but because of sometimes it's not because a child wants to go. Like I was brought up in Delhi because my father got a job there, and he had to do that to earn a living, right? You can't live without money or whatever you want to call it. So those were the circumstances which disconnected me from my roots in a way. But luckily, I retained my mother tongue, which is Tulu. And so the effort was to make sure that I discover my roots, and in the process, I also for people like me who, because the people in the region, in the Tulu speaking region, they know about this a lot because it is something which happens there, right? But for people who are outside the region, especially migrant Tuluas and other people, for them this is something new. And even what I have noticed is that people who are not from the Tulu culture, they confuse it with the other deities and other kind of Puranic deities and everything. So that's why I thought I should write this book. But this is a personal journey. This is not an academic book. This is not a handbook or a technical book. Because then, if you go into technicalities, you've got a lot of scholars and experts who have written such things in the regional language.
So,
So,
do
like I
you?
said, it's a personal journey. It's
I
my
com-
journey discovering my roots.
I completely understand. Do you think there is an urge in the new generation of your new generation from your area to understand and to know about your culture and about your traditions?
So again, like I said, in that geographical part, I don't. I mean, the people they already know about it. So, but for mainly for migrants who have moved to other states or other countries, for them and especially for those who cannot read, because there is literature available in Kannada and like I said, in the regional language. In English, when I was looking for literature, there was hardly anything available except for something which I found, which was written, I think, in I don't know, a long way back by A.C. Burnell, which is the basis for almost all research. So I think that is the reason why I thought maybe, okay, I'll also try to discover more in a simpler and easy to understand ways so that more people can connect.
So,
And those who read the book, they can definitely go and, if they're interested, they can further do their, read other books or, other materials.
so new generation, the young generation, they are interested in understanding and learning about their culture.
See, it's a subjective thing, right? Some people would be, some people won't be.
I completely understand and get it.
Yeah.
Just like
Like for me, had you asked me this question 10 years ago, because I was caught up in studies and everything, I was more inclined towards that aspect. But then eventually in life, things happen. You start realizing, about a higher truth which is present all around. And then with age, that kind of thinking comes in. And so that's what I said. It's a very subjective thing. A lot of things change in life, and I think that's how even for me as a kid, I was fascinated by all these folk tales and all the things about my region. Because, like I said, I grew up in Delhi, and back in those days, I'm talking about the 1990s here, you didn't have your YouTubes or your, we didn't even have cable TV. So all we had access to was DD1 and DD2, and we could only watch Hindi films or Hindi serials. There was Surabhi that we could watch. But to know anything about my culture, I had no access to anything.
the way they have shown in,
So,
in movie Kantara, the way they have shown that they put bracelets, anklets, and other colorful things over this. Is this actually what happens on the ground?
So yes, so there are some steps involved in this particular form of worship. So this, what you are talking about is the dance, which is part of this ceremony, and there is some facial makeup, face paint is applied, and which could be like in Kantara, you saw the yellow paint which was applied, and a yellow color, sorry, dyes, and then you have a costume depending on whether the deity is male or female, or if it's androgynous, then it could be a mix, blend of both. Uh, and then yes, you have this ritual where where you wear this anklets, which is called a gaggara.
It's called the
So yeah, gaggara.
Gagara. Okay.
Hmm. So very similar things in Kerala. You've got chilambu, and even in Tamil Nadu, you've got a Silambu, which is all very similar. See, there is some connection, yeah, that way. And this Gagara is worn by the dancer, and it gives this jingling sound as well, and it is part of that ritual or
There
that
is
dance
there is
ceremony.
also this procession which goes along with the entire
Hmm.
route of it. What is this
Right.
procession like?
So that procession, which I mentioned in the book, it's not exactly a procession. because it depends on the distance between the so so there is something called Bandara. Bandara is consists of the sacred objects of the deity. It could be the sword. It could be a betta. A betta is a group of wands, and you've got bells and all these things which are placed in the chamber where the Daiva is supposed to rest. Okay. So at the time of a kola or this ceremony, all this paraphernalia, this it is carried. It's called bandara. It is carried from that location to the place where the kola is happening. So if the distance between the chamber and the chapara is long, then it looks like a procession. But otherwise, it could even be hardly a few meters. So
Okay,
that's what you see. In fact, in that song in Kantara, they have shown it like a procession when it travels from the place where it was stored to the place where the Kola dance has to happen.
so which part of the year this is celebrated, this festival, or this they worship
So,
these Daivas?
in my knowledge, what I have been told is that it doesn't happen during the monsoon period. So right now, it doesn't happen. Okay, so usually, from what I have heard is it's from Diwali that from that time till the beginning of to the end of summer, which is somewhere around May 30th or something. So this date is something which the people who practice this would be able to tell you. I won't be able to tell you that, but this is the general, assumption.
Mr. Kumar, thank you for talking to me, and let me end this small discussion here.
Yeah.
And holding your book once again for the audience, it reaches maximum people, read it, and understand your culture. Pleasure talking to you, sir. Please subscribe to our channel Reportage and press the bell icon to remain updated.